Keto is a low-carb diet. But how low-carb is keto? On a keto diet, how many carbs do you need to cut? How many carbs can you eat? The answer varies a bit depending on you as an individual and your goals. In general, the fewer the carbs, the bigger the impact might be on weight loss and reduction of cravings and hunger. Point 1: If you have type 2 diabetes, the fewer carbs you eat, the faster your blood glucose and insulin resistance might improve. Some, however, find a very low-carb diet too restrictive and challenging. Specialists define low-carb as anything under 100 grams per day. Note that a Western diet often has 250 grams of carbs per day, or even more. By the way, if you want to lose weight without dieting or exercise and keep keto flu at bay, you can try the Ultimate Ketogenic Bundle. Check out the link at the description to know more about it. How we define low carb and keto. Experts define the different levels of carbs this way. Keto low carb. Less than 20 grams of carbs per day. This level will be ketogenic for most people, if protein intake remains moderate. In our keto recipes, less than 4% of total energy comes from carbs, and the rest will come from protein and fat. In keto recipes we also keep the protein level moderate, as excess protein can be converted to glucose in your body. Excess protein can also raise insulin, reducing ketosis. Moderate low carb. Between 20 and 50 grams per day. In our moderate low carb recipes, energy derived from carbs will be between 4 to 10%. The rest will come from protein and fat. Liberal low carb. Between 50 and 100 grams per day. In our liberal low carb recipes, energy derived from carbs will be 10 to 20 energy percent. The rest will come from protein and fat. Asterisk note, the limit of 4% of energy coming from carbs in a ketogenic recipe means that if you're eating 3 meals a day, at a range of about 2,000 calories a day, you will stay below 20 grams of carbs. Many of our keto recipes will have you eating significantly less than the 20 grams of carbs each day. We should design our keto recipes in a way that also limit protein, as too much protein can be converted to blood sugar and may impact levels of ketosis. That means in recipes with a maximum 4% of energy derived from carbs, protein is capped at 25% of energy, and the rest, 71% or more, is energy from fat. If a keto recipe has lower carb percentages, then recipes allow slightly more protein, keeping fat at a range of at about 70% or more. If a recipe has too much protein, it will be classified as moderate low carb rather than keto. Fiber and net carbs. Carb counts are the amount of digestible carbs, not counting the fiber. Fiber is subtracted from carb counts. You can eat all the fiber you want from keto vegetables, for example. Digestible carbs are also sometimes called net carbs, but be very careful of this term on labels of low-carb products, processed foods, protein bars and energy chocolate bars. Manufacturers often use net carbs as a way to disguise sugar alcohols that may slow weight loss and impact blood sugar. 13 In fact, try to avoid any processed product that lists net carbs on a label.